Hi everyone, Jennifer Blevin-Smith with Integral Clinic Solutions, and you're watching my YouTube channel, Navigating the Business of Medicine. Today we are going to do a screen share on how to look up national drug codes on the FDA website. Here I am showing the FDA.gov website. This is the U.S. Food and Drug Administration official government website. And here is where you will be able to look up national drug codes or NDC numbers. I did a video explaining the importance of NDC numbers and lot numbers recently, so please check out that video if you need an introduction to this. However, we're going to jump in and we're going to be showing you today how to look up an NDC code for a medication that you may be administering in your office. The website is pretty easy to find. If you wanted, you could actually go to the FDA website homepage, as you can see right here, and you can come up to the menu in the upper right-hand corner, as you can see right here. Click on it, and there's a bunch of different topics that you can join. We want to look for medications or drugs. That is right here, so I'm going to click on that. This is the home page of the FDA website for drugs or medications. Also, vaccine information can be found with what we're looking for today. I'm going to scroll down. There's a lot of useful information and links here. You can get consumer contact information, drug alerts and statements, what's new related to any medications. But what we are going to be looking at today is the National Drug Code Directory search. To the left here, you can also see that you can look up drug shortages if that's something you're concerned about or you want to look into. All right, so we're going to click on the National Drug Code Directory search, and that's going to bring you back to the page that I started on. And you can see the little pathway up here in this corner as well. There are a few different options here when you're searching for a medication if you're trying to find specific information. And you will know in here just a little bit what information is provided here so that you know what you can try to find. You can search the NDC or the National Drug Code database for finished drug products. We selected the radio button by default, actually, right here. You can look for unfinished products and compounded products. So you would pick the applicable radio button. Usually it's going to be the finished products. Down here in this directory drop down, you're going to see the different options that you can have to search the directory for what you're looking for based off the information you have on hand. The proprietary name is also known as the brand name. You have the application number or the monograph ID. Most likely you're not going to have that, so don't worry about it. You can search by the non-proprietary name, which would be like the generic drug name. That's usually how I will search for medications just because I know a lot of generic medications, but you can search by the brand name as well. If you have an NDC code and you want to look it up, you can search by that and the labeler. We're going to go ahead and I'm just going to do, for an example, we're going to search by non-proprietary name. And I'm just going to type in ketorolac, okay? I'm going to hit search. And this is going to pull up everything in the FDA database that has ketorolac listed as the non-proprietary name. If you scroll down and you look at this grid, everything has ketorolac in it, whether it's a multi-medication in one drug. If it's a single drug, you'll see it here. And if you scroll all the way down, you can see there's multiple pages. This is a very common medication. It's a very old medication. So that's why I'm using this. Looking at the column titles, this is the information that this website gives you, and it can come in very handy, especially when you're needing to record NDC numbers, look them up, find different strengths for a medication, etc. First, it starts off with providing you the proprietary name, because as you can see, there might be multiple different proprietary names for the same generic medication, because it might be part of the ingredients, or it's been formulated differently, or it's in a different form, and then it can be called something different. So you will be able to see that there's all these different proprietary names for ketorolac tromethamine, but there's also going to be other ketorolacs as you go through looking at these. Moving from left to right, you have the NDC package code, very, very important, and the whole reason I'm doing this video. The strength, the dosage form, the route of administration. This is the application number, monograph ID. If this is applicable to you, you'll know. If not, don't worry about it. The labeler name. As you can see, it has a bunch of different pharmaceutical companies, basically. That's the labeler name. The product NDC, the non-proprietary name, generic, substance name, product type, if it's a human prescription, maybe an animal prescription, start marketing date, end marketing date, and the market category. We could spend a lot of time going through all of this, but I don't want to. The most important part are the NDC. So you have the NDC package code and the product NDC. If you click on these little plus signs right here, it will drop down and open things a little bit bigger as pertaining to this line item. You can see that the package description here for the package code is one bottle. It's a dropper in one carton. Here's the NDC number right here as matching the package code for that carton. And it's saying that 5 mils in one bottle is the dropper. Okay. Then it tells you the pharmaceutical class. So it's an anti-inflammatory agent, non-steroidal. DEA, if it had anything specific for DEA, it would be listed here. If it's a sample package, because sample packages are given different NDC numbers and lot numbers, that would be listed here as yes. And the certifying date is right here. So this is saying this information is good in this listing until the end of 2025. If this is a medication that you give at your practice and you need to know the NDC number or to confirm the NDC number, a lot of times I use this to confirm the NDC number I have listed, especially if a claim comes back saying it's an incorrect NDC number or it's a not recognized NDC number. I come on this website to check my work. So I come on here, I look, I make sure I'm picking the right medication, the right strength, the right dosage form, the right route. If you administer medications and ever had any formal training in that, you know all of the rights, okay? And this is going to be your NDC number for the package. And then you have the NDC number for the product over here. You can see the first 4 digits, 0023 is the same. The middle 4 digits, 2181 is the same. However, the product code on the bottle could differentiate between the package code and the product code by those last 2 digits. This package code is usually not what is going to go on claims. Usually the insurance are going to want the product NDC. In this situation, you would need to check and see what you have on file or on hand as your medication to see if the NDCs match. And then you're on the right track. The reason why they don't normally want the package is because you can see that one package is one bottle in one carton, right? Where the NDC that you're going to be putting on a claim is usually for one dose or one smaller unit of that package. And that's why you would need. But if you're not sure, that's why you need to come to this website to find out what is going to be the appropriate code that they're looking for. As always, and what I discussed in my last video, you want to make sure that even though these NDC codes come in different formats on here, you need to make it appropriate for claim because they need 11 digits. These only come in 10 or less, as you can see here on the bottles or on the packaging. You need to put the leading 0 in the right space. And if you're not sure how to do that, please check out the video I'm talking about because it does go through where to put the leading 0 and why. But basically, this is where you can come on as a really good resource to check what you have in the system, make sure it's accurate, make sure you're entering the correct one, and everything needs to match. You need to make sure it's the right pharmaceutical company that you got it from, or that the name is on the bottle or package. Make sure it's the right strength, make sure it's the right dosage form, the right route. That is all very important when it comes to reimbursement and also tracking for patient safety, all of those things. We can always go back to the search page here. When you are searching by NDC code, you would need to search in the format that the FDA website has it. So we just looked at those. A lot of them are 4 digits, hyphen 4 digits, hyphen 2 digits, or it would be the 4 and 4. It will not recognize it if you put it in the billing format with the 11 digits and the leading 0. So just something to note there. I don't tend to have the best luck searching by NDC code. I'm going to be very honest with you. I usually start by proprietary name or the non-proprietary name, and then I search through and look for the right pharmaceutical company, manufacturer, the right dosage, the right form, and go from there. So just some tips, some pointers. This isn't a long video. I just want you to be aware of this reference. I will put this link in the video description so you can save it and bookmark it in your web browser to use at a later date. Again, this is for National Drug Code Directory, NDC numbers. If you are not familiar with what these are, you should brush up on it and check out my first video I released a few weeks ago to become familiar with what it is, why it's important, and then watch this after. If you have any questions or comments, please leave that in the comments below. Smash the thumbs up button if today's video was helpful, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. As always, I ask that you share this video with your colleagues whom you feel would benefit. I hope you're doing well. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.